Pope Francis is remembered around the world as the Vatican plans for what's next. The death of Pope Francis at age 88 sets off a chain of events as Catholics around the world mourn, and the Vatican begins a series of ceremonies and plans to select a new pope. Francis died early Monday in Rome, just one day after Easter Sunday. The Vatican's Dr. Andrea Arcangeli said the Pope's cause of death has been identified as a stroke, followed by a coma and irreversible cardiocirculatory collapse. His death marks the end of a 12-year papacy that began in 2013, following the historic resignation of Benedict XVI, the first pontiff to step down in nearly 6 centuries. The Vatican had said that the Pope's body would be placed in a coffin on Monday evening, with Cardinal Kevin Farrell presiding over the rite in the chapel of Casa Santa Marta. It was unclear if that had taken place by late evening Rome time. A pope's death is followed by 9 days of mourning called the Novemdials. Burial must happen within 4 to 5 days. Francis requested to be buried at the Papal Basilica of St. Mary Major, instead of the more typical St. Peter's Basilica. He asked for a pared-down service, with some ceremonies cut. According to his autobiography. Now Farrell, the Dublin-born cardinal, is the acting head of the Vatican until a new pope is elected. That could take weeks. The conclave to select a new pontiff must begin within 15 to 20 days, but wrangling over the choice often takes several days. Although the selection of Francis was over in the second day, mourners take stock of Francis' life and contributions. Earlier, outside St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City, American tourists were among those mourning Francis' death, including Doug Rand and his wife, Ruth Ongalesha from Gallatin Gateway. Rand described the Pope as someone who worked right up to the last day for the little guy and the poor and the disadvantaged and the abused. Bianca Lott from Northfield, Min, is studying abroad in Rome for her spring semester. Given that Francis died on Easter Monday, she said she felt a strange happiness at the timing, which she called poetic. Baltimore Archbishop William Lawry recalled the Pope's final appearance greeting crowds in St. Peter's Square on Easter, just hours before his death. It was as if to say farewell to the people of God, whom he loved so dearly and served so devotedly, Lawry said in a statement. Throughout his pontificate, Pope Francis showed deep compassion for the poor and marginalized, uplifting the voices of migrants, the sick, the elderly, and victims of injustice. Former Maryland Gov. Larry Hogan called Francis a truly extraordinary leader of the Church, humble, gracious, and deeply prayerful. Detroit Archbishop Edward J. Y. Sundberger shared, "My heart is heavy as our world has lost a powerful, prophetic, and loving voice.